Good afternoon, it is Jane with Scraptastic Yarns. I have had another tragedy in my life. Can you see that? My mighty eyes died. So now it's trash. Breaks my heart. Loved it because the lights worked. Somehow I dropped it and stepped on them and broke them. So I had to go get a new pair of reading glasses because I can't find mighty eyes anywhere in this town right now. So got some new reading glasses to sew with. Pathetic, I tell you people, pathetic. So I loved working with my mighty eyes because it helped with the close vision, you know, because I've reached that age. I have had cataract surgery to correct the cataracts and correct my vision because I don't know if you remember, but when I started I had Coke bottle glasses. So I'm really thrilled about that, but I need my mighty eyes for when I'm sewing. Anyway, it's been a week, folks. Boy, has it been a week. First off, it's not a whole lot of crocheting. I have been making scrubbies for a craft fair later. And when I got to the black, I was like, why? Why, Lord? Why did I choose black? Because somebody requested black, so I made 2 skeins of the black square scrubbies, 2 skeins of the round. I'm done with black. Never again. Never again. And then my Nan's next knot. Of course, last week she pulled number 7, which again was the aqua color with that Fiesta pulling. And I really do love the way this is coming out because it's very, very cheerful. Very cheerful. And that's it for the crocheting. I haven't even been crocheting on the blanket. I have been doing a lot of sewing and cutting out, plus a lot of running. So I'm going to give you an update on what's been going on. In Pennsylvania, the laws say that when someone passes away that their paycheck is due the next pay period. Well, that next pay period was the week of March 11th. But, you know, the university needed a death certificate. So, the 11th, death certificates finally came in. I took the death certificates over. Now, they've sat on it since then. And Friday, I was told, no, we need a short certificate and we also need another form from the IRS. So I go get those forms, take it over. They didn't start processing it until yesterday. Not only that, but the life insurance that the university had on him should have been started when they got the death certificate or the following Monday. She just did it yesterday. Life is just full of interesting things. But then again, I'm the one that someone said to me, Jane, you're handling things so well. And Jane said, yep. I'm like, God, bring it. Well, God's bringing it. So, it's just been rather interesting. Now, I had hoped to have all these bowl cozies done by Wednesday. That's not going to happen because of all the having to run around and do other things. To get documentation, those kind of things. You know, pick up Thomas's urn with the ashes. Finish that bill out and everything else. So it's just been a lot of running. I still have to go and have his phone turned off. Haven't done that. And I still have to go and get the cable transferred over. Haven't done that yet either because I can't do that in town. I have to go all the way to either Williamsport or State College, and I'm just not in the mood. Not right now. So that's been rather interesting. You know, what are you going to do? You're kind of held hostage by all this stuff that people expect. So, it'll all work itself out in the end. Now, this is really short, so I have some water incarnation, and we'll do that in just a minute. But I did want to tell you on the bowl cozies. Those should be up Friday in the shop. At least some of them will be. At least one of each until I can finish all the rest. No, I think I should be able to get all the rest done today. Tomorrow is prayer shawl. We do have a lady that is bringing in like 4 or 5 boxes full of fabric that she wants someone to take, get rid of, that kind of stuff. And, you know, if we can't find someone there to take it, then next week I'll be taking that up to Scraps and Skeins for them. So, tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I probably won't get to any crochet or sewing. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Alright, here's a little what in tarnation. And see, you can see my stress is a little up. Truck spills load of snack biscuits in British Road. Police in Britain were dealing with a tasty traffic obstruction Monday when a truck lost its load of cookies in the roadway. Police in the Airwash district of Derbyshire, England, said a truck carrying a large load of McVitie's biscuits lost the snack foods in the middle of Ilkeston Road in Sandy Acre. Please bear with us this evening while we try and digest this issue, police tweeted. A lorry load of McVitie's finest have decided to abandon ship, causing a slight obstruction. Delays were reported in both directions while authorities worked to clear the road. There were no reports of injuries from the spilled biscuits. Thank goodness, right? Had to reposition. I was falling off the chair. Sorry. Now this next one I think is hilarious. Drones create giant QR code to Rickroll, Dallas, City of Dallas. A Texas drone business teamed up with an online content creator to create a giant QR code over Dallas to Rickroll the entire city. Digital content creator Jared Gines, best known as the creator of the epic Nerf Battles series of events, teamed up with Fort Worth-based drone display company Sky Elements to put a giant QR code in the night sky over Dallas. People on the ground who scanned the QR code with their phones were taken to the YouTube video for Rick Astley's song, Never Gonna Give You Up, a classic online prank known as Rickroll. That's right, Dallas. You are witness to the first ever drone Rickroll in history. I thought you'd get a kick out of it, Gines said in a Facebook post. Sky Elements posted a video to YouTube showing some behind-the-scenes footage of how the QR code was created by an arrangement of drones and the reactions of the people on the ground. And it's awful cute. You gotta love somebody who loves their job so much that they stay in it for a long time. National Park Service's oldest active ranger retires at the age of 100. The National Park Service announced the organization's oldest active ranger has retired at age 100 in California. The NPS said Betty Reed Soskin, who has served as park ranger at Rosie the Riveter, World War II Homefront National Historic Park in Richmond, for more than a decade and a half, officially retired at the close of her last day on the job Thursday. To be a part of helping to mark the place where the dramatic trajectory of my own life, combined with others of my generation, will influence the future by the footprints we've left behind has been incredible, Soskin said in an NPS news release. Soskin marked her 100th birthday in September 2021, took a temporary position working with the NPS at age 84, and became a permanent employee in 2011, making her the oldest active National Parks Ranger in the United States. Soskin's work at the park included hosting interpretive programs to highlight the histories of Black Americans and other people of color. The National Park Service is grateful to Ranger Betty for sharing her thoughts and first-person accounts in ways that span across generations, said Naomi Torres, acting superintendent of Rosie the Riveter World War II Homefront National Historic Park. She has used stories of her life on the home front, drawing meaning from those experiences in ways that make history truly impactful for those of us living today. The park will host a retirement party for Soskin on Saturday. Congratulations, Ranger Betty. No fooling. These 6 weather phenomena have really happened. For centuries, April the 1st, or April Fool's Day, as it's known, has been a day full of pranks, hoaxes, and plain old practical jokes. Sometimes, even if the date isn't April the 1st, it can appear like Mother Nature is playing a joke on humanity, as there have been numerous bizarre weather happenings over the years. Here are 6 weather events that might seem like April Fool's jokes, but in fact really happened. The Portmanteau may sound like it hails from some fictional realm as Sharknado, not natal, NATO. But unlike the concept of the series campy TV movies, and a firenado is all too real, and can have especially devastating results. A rare firenado was caught on video ravaging the open spaces of Lassen County in Northern California near the Nevada border in August of 2020. An unusual set of circumstances must unfold for a firenado to form, including extremely hot fire from a wildfire rising and becoming twisted by winds that are changing directions. Much like the more common types of tornadoes we're all familiar with, the big difference between a regular tornado and a firenado is that the rotating winds combine with smoke plumes to pull up flames into the funnel and create especially dangerous conditions. January is often the time of year when snowstorms are the biggest concern on forecasters' radars. However, in January 2016, an unusual sight popped up in the Atlantic, a hurricane. Tropical systems most often form between June the 1st and November the 30th. The official start day and end dates of the Atlantic hurricane season. In recent years, more storms have started forming in the weeks ahead, such as in May or late April, but January, that's nearly unheard of. Subtropical Storm Alex developed over the open Atlantic on June 13, 2016, about 785 miles southwest of Azores, an island chain in the northern Atlantic. Remarkably, Alex continued to strengthen and eventually became a Category 1 hurricane the next day. A hurricane warning was issued for the Azores, and Alex eventually made landfall in the islands, but as a tropical storm on January the 15th. Alex was the first Atlantic hurricane to form in January since 1938. and the first Atlantic hurricane to exist during January since Alice in 1955. Alice had formed in December 1954, but remained active until January. You're not going to believe this next story. It is a doozy. Japanese city to host Penis Festival. Yes, you heard that right. Penis Festival. Revelers in a Japanese city are preparing for the Kanamara Matsuri, an annual celebration also known as the Penis Festival. The Kanamari Matsuri, which roughly translates to Festival of the Steel Phallus, begins each year on the first Sunday of April at the Kanayama Shrine in Kawasaki. The festival centers around the Shinto god Kanayama Hiko and the goddess Kanayama Hime. The deities are associated with the metallurgic arts and sexual health. And we all know I probably butchered those names because I don't speak Japanese. Revelers at the festival traditionally include sex workers seeking protection from disease, and in modern times, the crowd has grown to include LGBTQ groups seeking sexual blessings and married couples praying for fertility and healthy children. The Kanayama Shrine now donates proceeds from the festival to research into HIV and AIDS. Phallic imagery, and there are pictures. And I sent you to a link so you can see some of those. The event features phallic imagery reflected in works of art, edible treats, hats, puppets, costumes, and a parade of portable shrines bearing sacred penis-shaped objects. The Kanamari boat Mikoshi, the first portable shrine in the parade, was donated to the festival by the Hitachi Zosen Corp. And features a black iron phallus on a boat-shaped base. The second shrine, dubbed Elizabeth Mikoshi, was donated by the Tokyo-based Elizabeth Kaikon Cross-Dressing Club. The shrine features a giant phallus on a wooden base and is carried by men dressed as women and women dressed as men. The Kanamara Mikoshi, the oldest of the portable shrines and the third in the parade, features a wooden phallus housed in a square base with a roof. Can't make this stuff up, folks. The parade is followed by an event known as Moki Naji, which involves Shinto priests standing on a high scaffold, blessing rice cakes and throwing them into the crowd. Catching one of the thrown rice cakes is believed to carry with it a blessing of fertility. Visitors who venture inside the Kanayama shrines exhibition hall can review images, sacred objects, and books detailing traditions of sexuality and other festivals around the world dedicated to sex-based deities. Legendary origins. A legend about the Kanayama Shrine's origins as a location for sexual healing involves Kanayama Hiko and Kanayama Hime healing Zanami, a Shinto goddess who suffered severe injuries to the lower half of her body while giving birth to a fire god. Another legend associated with the festival holds that a local woman's first two marriages were ended prematurely by a sharp-toothed demon inhabiting her sexual organs. The demon was driven off when a blacksmith constructed an iron phallus to break the evil spirit's teeth. An iron penis mounted on a blacksmith anvil permanently installed in front of the Ganayama shrine pays tribute to that legend. During the Edo period, the 1600s through the mid-1800s, prostitutes based out of inns along the Tokaido Road from Edo to Kyoto would visit the Kanayama Shrine to pray for protection from sexually transmitted diseases. Modern day now. The shrine continued to be a popular destination for those suffering from sexually transmitted infections to pray under cover of night during the modern age, leading parishioners at the Kanayama Shrine to hold the first Kanamara Matsuri in 1969 to allow anyone seeking sexually related blessings from the shrine to do so in the daylight without fear of stigma. The event's popularity grew in the 1800s, not in the 1800s, the 1980s, amid the HIV epidemic, and exploded in recent years thanks to tourists being drawn in by photos and videos of the festival posted online. And I'm sure you can find the videos if you would like to. Estimates suggest around 60% of the festival's roughly 30,000 revelers in recent years have traveled from abroad. The festival's announcements are now made in both Japanese and English to accommodate tourists. The Kanamara Matsuri begins Sunday at the Kanayama Shrine. And there you have it. I just thought it was a funny story. I've heard about it. I've heard about the Shinto priests doing things, but this is the first time I've ever found a story about it, so I thought I'd share it. And there you go. Who knew there was a penis festival? I wasn't sure. Okay, folks, now, I just watched a video this morning by LlamaMamaKayla. Her father has passed, so please keep Kayla in your thoughts and prayers. It's a really hard time to go through when you lose someone you love. So, let's keep her in our prayers. And, as always, be kind to one another. And go outside, enjoy the beauty, whether it's day or night, and know that God created this great universe for us to enjoy. And just wonder at the beauty. I have been on my Facebook lately showing pictures of the aurora lights and some of the beauty of the photos that someone has captured. And the beauty is absolutely amazing. So go out there and check out the beauty that surrounds you. Alright guys, I'll see you again later. Bye.